Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl e.l.f here, and today we're going to be doing a full face of Target makeup, and basically everything I use today is going to be from Target. So I just wanted to show you guys an affordable but good looking makeup look that you can also achieve. So I always start with my eyebrows. It's just easier for me that way. I find it hard to draw on eyebrows when I already have makeup on my face. So I'm going to be starting with this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in deep brown. This was about, I think, $2 or $3. So yeah, I tend to have oily skin or oily T-zone in the wintertime. I get a little bit more dry. So in order to prevent from being so oily on my T-zone, I go in with like a cotton pad, and any lotion or excess I had on my eyebrows, I try to wipe that off. And then I'm also, I got this a little while ago from Target, but they still have it at Target. Last time I went, I just didn't feel like getting another one, but it is the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I take that and I just dab that gently on my eyebrows. So to help with the shine, because I still do my eyebrows myself. By that I mean like cleaning them up. Every once in a while I'll get them waxed. I've probably in my whole teen to early adult life have gotten my eyebrows waxed about 3-4 times. Wild, I know. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Like this. These are $6 exactly, no matter where you go. And they're really big, and I really like that. I was really eager to use this, so I did use this a couple days ago when I was going out, and it's now in my top 3 of concealers. So I always let my concealer dry a little bit before I start like shaking it out and drying. It helps just the brush to go smoother when it's dried down a little bit. So I'm just gonna blend my under eye area. I think it's dried down enough, yes. And now I start drawing out my shape. You're just gonna end up blending that all out, so I'm just gonna take a brush and try to blend maybe some of that cakiness from the bottom, from the top, so we don't have any sharp lines. Sometimes when I want to avoid sharp lines, I just use a foundation like that is like just one shade higher. Just one of the foundations I have to do the upper crease, so you don't see that harsh white line. So next thing we're gonna go in is e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. So it looks like this. Focus maybe. Hey, focus. Okay, this is it, and it was also $3. So e.l.f. products are really nice. Like, don't sleep on e.l.f. Like, don't sleep on e.l.f. I'll just let that dry down. All right, so we are done with the eyebrows, and then so I'm gonna be using the Super Stay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation by Maybelline, and this is what it looks like. Focus. Okay. So the foundation does better with a beauty blender, a wet beauty blender. Every foundation is different. Except for more liquid foundations, most likely I would go with the brush, but this one blended perfectly with the beauty blender. Okay, so now that I've put on my foundation, I'm gonna go back in with the 16 Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. and just highlight. Cannot stress how much I love the consistency of this concealer. It's so thick, you do not need a whole lot, as I'm starting to notice. I don't allow my concealer to dry as much as I did for my eyebrows, so I am going to try to hurry up. And then I'm going to go in with another 16 Hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. and this is in the shade Rich Chocolate. What I like about this is that the color is not too dark. Usually when I'm concealing, I have a fault of going way too dark on, not concealing, on my contouring. And this is actually a little too light for contouring, but it's perfect to give that subtle contour. But you see the contour coming to life, you know? Letting kids cook. A tad bit more because it's probably dried down by now and I need like a little bit of a wetter surface in order to set it. Wow, it looks good already. I'm excited. And yes, I went in with that same concealer, not a different one. Alright, so next we're gonna go in with the Airspun Original Loose Powder. You've probably seen this before, it's very, very popular. It's great for beginner makeup and as a loose setting powder. It does the job. It can tend to leave a white cast if you're not careful, so just make sure you're going in with a darker powder afterwards. So this whole video I've been between like, do I use a brush? Do I use a beauty blender? Like, which one we gonna use today? So next I'm gonna go in with the Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond, and yeah. So I'm just gonna not put that directly on my cheeks, but on the upper side of my cheeks to just give me some lift, just to, you know, enhance the contour, just right on top of your contour, just going up. So just brush off some of that baking. All right. So next we're gonna go in with this Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder and the color 35 Deep Fonts. For me, it's like a bronzer slash finishing powder. So I even have the light one, the Very Light Finishing Powder, and sometimes I use this as a setting powder, as a baking powder, but sometimes I notice that it can be a little too thick, but I do love the color. I like the yellow tint in it. So this is 10 Fair Light Loose Finishing Powder, and you do not need a whole lot, but it just really helps. Like, just pull everything together. Really. I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, but in the color 10, just lightly, because the other one can sometimes darken your highlight. So just going in gently in the highlighted regions. Not too much, just blending all that out. The eyeshadow is also something that I forgot to get. I am so sorry. I'll do this video again another time and just try to find a palette. That palette I'm going to be using today is the Patricia Bright Makeup Revolution palette. So it is this one, and it's going to be really simple. So even if you do get a palette from Target, it's going to be, you will probably find it in that palette shade. So really simple. So I'm just going to go in with the lightest color. So I'm going in with Natural Glam and No Days Off. I always just mix the two just to get like a soft, lighter base to it. Don't there's anyway, so just going lighter. I'm taking more of the Natural Glam in the corner just to lighten that area up a little bit. Okay. Hey, hey, I look good. Hey, yes, I do. Hey, hey. Okay. Keep going with 100% cocoa. And then I'm gonna mix that in with Workaholic. So they're both like kind of like mauve. They're just like lighter shades. And I'm gonna just like dust that off on the corner, so it's not too intense. Used. I think they're about even now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in some more with Workaholic and no 100% cocoa, just the Workaholic, just this one. Just bring that down a little. So, and then going back in with the dense fluffy one. Told you guys this is a really simple. I'm just gonna go back in with those lighter colors between Natural Glam and No Days Off and get on the front of, I don't know, what part of that is the eye? Just the inner front of the eye. Guys, that was four shades, and we are done with eyeshadow. 4 shades, that's it. So next I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brown eyeliner pen. Brown eyeliner. So yeah. So lastly, I'm gonna go back in with this e.l.f. clear brow, and I'm gonna use the lash part now. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume Mascara. So lastly, I'm gonna go in with this Day to Night Lip Duo in e.l.f. Need It Nudes, Day to Night. Wow, these are really creamy. I probably shouldn't have pressed down so hard. So these are what they look like. I'm pretty sure the lighter one is the day shade and the darker one is the night shade. It's like in a pack. I don't even have the color on it right now, but it's just like a brown lip liner. So yeah, so I'm gonna use the night side just because I love darker lipsticks, lipsticks in general. This is really creamy. I love the consistency. Tastes good. And then I don't advise eating lipstick. That was an accident. This is a black eyeliner by the brand Artisan that I got in an Ipsy bag one time. So I'm just doing this to darken around because the liner pretty much blended in with the nighttime shade. So yeah, I know I've used about 2 or 3 products that aren't from Target, but you pretty much get the gist. Majority of everything, the base of it all was from Target. So don't think I didn't lie to you guys. It's still from Target. So yeah, that is it for today's makeup look. I don't need to set it. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. My oily skin usually is the setting spray. It comes through and it settles everything down for me. So it turned out so well, and I think I look really, really good. It's the confidence for me. Okay, that is all for today's Target haul, Target makeup haul. Everything that I use will be down in the description box below. Even the things that were from Target, the names, and even on their website, you can find them. But I just encourage going into the store looking for them. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Have a blessed and productive week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.